Hello, welcome to today's edition of Pegasus Test. On today's edition, we're reviewing some holster options for the Hudson H9 pistol. As many of you know, the Hudson H9 is a brand new pistol on the market, and this lower mounted recoil system on it is pretty unique. There's no other pistol out there like it. And since the recoil system is mounted pretty much in the place you traditionally put a flashlight, it definitely changes your holster options from what you would traditionally think. Now, when I ordered this pistol and got it, first thing I thought, I'm going to go to my trusty M12 universal holster. Works with everything. Well, not this. Due to the recoil system being mounted so low beneath the barrel, the stud that at the juncture of the fabric on the M12 holster right below the trigger guard doesn't let this go through. So what happens is, on your M9 for example, the stud would be hidden right here to index your pistol. The stud index is down here, which forces your barrel forward and doesn't allow the whole pistol to go all the way into the M12 holster. So unfortunately that was a strike right off the bat. So much for the easy option. Next option I went forward for was Blackhawk's Omnivore holster. They're claiming 150 pistols fit it. Well, found the one that didn't. For exactly the same reason that the M12 is not a viable option. Same here. As soon as you put the special mounting lug here on the rail, the gun is too thick top to bottom to fit into the Omnivore system. However, all hope is not lost. The Blackhawk Omega 6 light bearing holster does work with the H9 with a light mounted. You can adjust the bottom strap here for the depth of the holster, and you have two straps here and here that allow you to adjust the thickness of the holster, which in turn allows you to secure it with your thumb snap. So with a light on board, your Hudson H9 works, which is really nice because, as you can see, your top to bottom thickness here with the light mounted on the H9 is a lot more than, say, if a Glock or an XT. So as you can see so far, the holster options for the H9 are limited. That does not mean there are none out there. And just so everybody's clear on this, the holsters I'm trying, like I do with any new gun I get, as I see what I've got in my collection that works first before I start spending money. And that's what I'm doing here with the Hudson H9. Now, the other two holsters that I have found that will work with it will only work without a light mounted, and unfortunately they're on holster designs that Blackhawk no longer makes. Okay, first up we have this Blackhawk concealable small of the back holster, and as you can see the H9 fits in pretty good. The main drawback of this holster is, one, Blackhawk doesn't make it anymore, and two, it only secures to your belt by the single loop, so it's really just friction holding it in, and due to the size and bulk of this pistol, it's not good for small of the back carry. I gave it a try for a day, and just sitting down, all of a sudden it creates a shelf on your backside, and everybody knows you got something back there. They may not know it's a gun, but they know you're hiding something, so this is not a very viable option. But if you need a holster, it will work. Next holster I had in my collection that would work with the H9 is this original Blackhawk pancake holster made of nylon. It's designed to be as inside the belt carry, and it's been pretty generous. Whenever I start to conceal carrying a handgun, this is the first one I go to, and it's kind of like what I use to get the feel of the handgun, and then I go find a holster that works for me a little bit better. As you can see, there's a lot of bulk to this, but it does conceal well, and it does break up the outline of the firearm. It will work with the Hudson H9. It's in there nice and snug. Once again, the only drawback, Blackhawk doesn't make this anymore. As I've said earlier in the video, I've just acquired the Hudson H9, so I'm just trying to figure out my holster options that are available for it. So I was going through what I had in my collection. Real quick, of some of the holsters that didn't work with it so far are various Serpas that I have for different pistol models. It didn't matter if it was 1911, Glock, XD, or whatever. The Serpa just didn't work. The H9 just didn't work with the Serpa. No matter what model it was, it didn't fit. Just to recap, doesn't work with the Omnivore. Surprisingly, doesn't work with the the M12/UM84 holster, which that was a real shock to me. I was expecting it to work with that because that holster works for everything. I'm going to keep searching for new holsters, and when I start finding newer models that are out there, because I've done some investigation on the web, there are a lot of companies starting to make holsters for it. So as I test those out and I start to settle on what will be my main holster for this handgun, I'll do another video. We hope you found this video helpful and informative. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and tune in for more videos about the Hudson H9.